Ready?
Yep.
We're going to go live in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Let's go. Let it out, loved one. Man, I got my loved one in the building with me today, man. I got Josh in the building with me today, man.
What's going on,
We're going to get it
Suicide?
in on this live. I'm taking questions today, giving good advice. Let me know what's on the mind.
How are you been? Did you have a good weekend?
Man, I had a good weekend, family.
Yeah?
Good weekend.
What'd you get into?
I didn't even do shit. Just chilled at the house.
Isn't that the best? That's the best, man.
Sometimes doing nothing is good.
I mean, especially for the mental health, right? Like, you got to just
especially for the
take
mental
everything off every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I know my schedule is loaded all the time. I'm jealous to have a weekend
busy,
off.
man. You be in here left and right. I be like, man, when we sending Josh on a vacation, man, Josh need a vacation.
Soon, hopefully. I think I got one coming up.
But hopefully the place could still run without you.
That's part of the problem. The stress you can never really turn it off. Because even when you're not here, no. That's what we got to figure out. Is I need to figure out a way to duplicate myself.
Definitely. Definitely, man. Man, the chat is going. What we got?
What's going on, chat?
Let it out, loved ones.
Let's see.
Yeah, what you do on the weekend, family?
What did I do this weekend? Yo, you know all this crazy rain we've been having?
Yeah.
Dude, my house got messed up. We got
Yeah?
a ton of water that came in like through the doors and everything. These California houses were not.
Steph, what was that first donation? Uh-huh.
Hey, shout out Steph for the donos. Yeah, these houses out here were not built for all this water.
No.
So it comes really fast and things leak a lot easier out here. And it was bad. So I've just been cleaning stuff out, getting water out from underneath. Like, we have to rip up a couple of the floorboards.
What can you do to prevent that? Or it's just...
Nothing. I mean, there's some stuff you can do to prevent it, but the houses are just built out here. There's a lot of things you have to do, like with cementing the outside and not even cementing it, but just like creating a seal and better drainage. It's just,
yes, that's what I was getting ready to say. They don't have drains. Oh, okay.
Nothing out here is like set up properly to drain. Because even when we had this building, I had to get a grate installed by the front door just because we're like on a slant and all the rain just kept right into the building.
Yeah, right there.
And we've had crazy rain this last few months. So
for real, a lot.
Yeah, my weekend was trying to fix the house and put that back together.
Well, you got it took care of?
No.
Gosh, still got a little bit to do.
A lot to do still.
You're going to get it done.
I got a lot to do still. And I got some plans coming up too. I'm out of town next weekend for my brother's wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's good. That's real good. Congratulations to bro, man. Good wedding.
He's it's my youngest brother is getting married. I'm gonna be off in New York, so this is like a nice little like 2 days, 3 days without me in the office. So it's like a mini break to see like how she's
it's not gonna feel the same.
We'll see how things
missing.
run. I know.
See Josh. Zoom. What we got? Let it out, loved ones.
So the chat asked you a bunch of questions all out over the board here.
Yeah, it's all good.
There's some good ones in here.
Whatever one you want to attack.
It says, we got one from Lub. It says, OG, what should I do with my money as a 17-year-old?
As a 17-year-old, definitely you wanna put money up. You want to plan for the future, and you want to look for something to invest in. Definitely.
So at 17 years old, there's a lot of things you could be investing in. Mm-hmm. What's your plan? Do you want to go to school after? Are you looking to get into content creation? Are you looking to get into some other type of, art or whatever? Like, I think you're totally right about the idea of just investing in yourself.
You have to prepare for the future. Don't live for now.
But at 17, like, were you able to ever save money? I know that, like, I could save a little bit, but
I was in Compton in the streets.
I was spending that money as fast as I could. I was looking for more money to spend. But how were you with your money?
How was I getting it?
Well, just Were you good at
Well, I
keeping
wasn't
it, or
thinking
were you
at
spending
17.
it? Yeah.
I definitely wasn't thinking about the future. I was living day by day. So I wasn't thinking about putting money up. No,
No, I think any 17-year-old that's asking, you're already kind of in the right direction because
definitely.
a
You think
lot
it's
of
smart.
kids are not even thinking about what they should be doing with their money. So
Think
even
it's smart.
asking is that's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like OG said, invest, figuring out how you want to invest that, whether it's in yourself or, bettering your situation in the immediate, but saving that money and figuring out where it should be going.
Exactly.
Let's see what else we got on here.
Do this headphones supposed to be on?
You don't hear yourself?
No.
It's good to know. They're definitely supposed to be on. Nothing yet?
None yet.
Here, ready?
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Oh, there we go.
You good now?
Yeah.
I got you. All right.
I can hear clearly now, the speaker's on.
There we go.
There we go. All right, we ready now. Let's go. Let it out, loved ones. Even the random ones. I'm all for it.
You just want me to read them off?
Yeah, even the random
I got
ones.
you.
I'm all for it, for sure.
All right. Here's a good one. OG, what makes you the most happy?
What makes me the most happy? Doing what I love to do. Being a great father, being a great grandfather, and definitely doing what I love to do. This right here, sitting here, giving advice, it feels good. I really feel good about myself because I'm doing something positive and helping make a change one day at a time, one person at a time.
Great answer.
Thank you.
Let's see. What else we got in here? We are answering your questions, so send those questions through in the chat.
Oh, yeah, send them through. Send them through. Let's go. Let it out, loved one.
We got a lot of support here in the chat. Jose said, dope shirt.
OG Suicide in the building. Go to ogsuicideinthebuilding.com and grab yours. And guess what?
What's that?
My No Jumper family got the Let It Out, loved one shirts coming this week. Stay tuned.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Stay tuned. Let It Out, loved one. Y'all been asking. Ask no more. We got them for you, and they will come to your front door.
Suicide, they're asking if you're taking calls tonight.
No calls tonight. This particular day, we just all in the chat. I'm answering questions. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat.
I do think we could set it up though, where if people do want to reach out to you during the week and we can line it up,
Okay.
we can call them for like next week's live stream. And
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
having
Y'all
like
reach out to me.
having like 2 or 3 of you guys lined up for next week's live.
Let's do that.
But yeah, let's make sure you reach out in advance just to make sure.
Let's do that. Y'all heard Josh. Reach out to me in advance. Next week, next Wednesday, I'm gonna have 3 people call in. We're gonna talk on the show. But for today, any questions you may have, put them in the chat. Also, announcement, flyer coming soon. Let It Out, loved one live show, June 25th, Club Bahia. Let's go.
Let's go. That's gonna be incredible. What do you got planned for it, or do you not want to let it out just yet?
Well, definitely, I want to, like when I spoke to you earlier, if Adam is around, like, he gave me a platform, man, to be able to spread a message to help improve the narratives and change the narratives in the world. And he was the first person I did my first episode with. Got to have a second episode on the live show, also with AD, and then have the whole family and team there. And it's just going to feel good, man. I'm my artist. I'm going to have my artists, do some songs. My son, Lil Side, my nephew, Dre Hill, IMB Izzy. It's going to be nice, man. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
All right, we got some good questions coming in now. Shout out the chat. All right. Have you ever been stuck in a victim mentality? And if so, how did you escape it?
In a victim mentality, I've never been stuck in me personally in a victim mentality. No, I haven't had that situation. Luckily, I haven't. Are you going through that?
Victim mentality is when someone feels that bad things keep happening to them no matter what. At the root of this mentality is that none of these circumstances or situations are their fault.
Okay. When I was younger, when I was homeless, it took some time for me to actually get, things together in my life. It was rough, and it seemed like every time I gained a plus, it ended up being a minus over and over, repeatedly. But keep your mind focused. You can't have ups without downs in life. And also make sure who you surround yourself around as well, because the more positive energy you have around you, the better life can be for you. So focus, stay focused, please.
All right. We also have, I saw another good one. Shout out Justo. How's it going, OG? Becoming a father this summer for the first time. Any advice?
Be in your child's life. Bringing a kid into this world is amazing. Be in your child's life. Kids don't ask to be here. Be an amazing father. It's not about the finance of when you have a child. That comes with it, but being in your child's life, spending time with your child, making time for your child. You have to do that. It's very important. Build memories with your child. So when your child get older and have kids, they're gonna always have the memories to reminisce on. Like, man, I remember my pops did this. We used to do this. We used to be here. He spent a lot of time with me. Don't let work overcrowd you being in your child's life, spending time. You have to.
All right. We got, what up, Suicide? When you going to be on the Ace Boys?
Ace Boys. What's that?
That's pun stuff.
Oh, Ace Boy. Oh, man, soon on the community. I'll be there soon. Trust me.
Let's see. Nope, not asking that question. Ooh. How do I build better discipline?
Oh, that right there is definitely a good question. How you build better discipline is based on your priorities in life. What are your priorities in life? That's very important when it comes to discipline yourself. To save money, they require certain things. So if you're trying to grow money, you're trying to build your money, then you can't run to every party that's going on. You can't, certain things you can't do. And the more you focus on that and you stay on that, that's helping you build discipline. That definitely is helping build discipline, being in control of yourself. Making better decisions. Also, please make sure you're making better decisions. That builds discipline. That helps.
All right. When being homeless, what was your motivation to get yourself up every day?
When I start realizing you can't depend on people to help you, you have to help yourself. Your loved ones can only do so much for you, and I kind of got tired of being in the same predicament. When I came home from the hospital after the suicide attempt, I was back living in the lifestyle I was living in before I went in the hospital. And I had to make up my mind, like, this is not what I want to continue to do. And I got it together. I started, I found discipline. And I started making better decisions in myself, and I started doing things that was going to help me get out of the situation I was in. You know, I started working on music. I started doing music about my life, about what I was going through, you know, in life. And when I started putting that music out, it pretty much started taking off, and it was helping people. You know, even back then when I was dropping music, and that was it. Like I really got focused and said, this is not what I want to be doing for the rest of my life.
That's a good one. All right. How do you deal with a toxic ex, somebody that's trying to drag you down in every way?
Block her.
Yeah.
Block them. Stop going to their Instagram page and stalking their pictures. You know, if they are toxic, you definitely don't want toxic in your life. It's like you're not letting go. You still thinking about this person. I'm sure, and I want you to answer the question. I'm sure you go to their page on social media and you go look at their page and then you go see who's commenting on their page. Let it go. Block them. You have to. You next thing you know, they'll be at your door. You know, then it's fatal. You don't want toxic to turn fatal.
All right, we got another one here. How would you suggest quitting weed? I've been smoking since I was 13 and I'm now 17, and I feel like it has done a hinder, but at this point, I don't necessarily need it, but can't imagine my life without it.
I mean, what matters the most to you? What's most important? You said you want to stop, but then you can't imagine life without it. You have to control, you know, you have to take control of that and not let it control you. Who's the boss? You, or are you, you know, smoking? Go cold turkey. You have to. You really have to. If this is what you want to really do it. Don't talk about it. Just do it. Stick to it and do it. Don't relapse. Don't do none of that. Just let it go. Really let it go. Because how do you feel saying like, I can't live without it, but I want to let it go? That's kind of like you confusing yourself. You know, you really are. You got to be thorough about it, stand on it, and let it go. Just let it go.
He responded back. He said, I'm stuck. What's the purpose of life? I feel like every day is on repeat. Wake up, work, smoke weed. That's his mindset right now.
Oh, your mindset? I mean, you need to bring some other things into your life other than just, you know, work. Work is fine. Work is amazing. But what else are you doing? You know, are you going to the gym? Are you working out? Are you doing other things? You're going to have to bring another program. To let the weed go, bring in another program. Stop smoking weed and start going to the gym. Every time you want to smoke weed, go to the gym. Go work out. Go do push-ups. Go do something to take your mind off of it. And work is good. Keep working. Stay on that, and make sure you're making smart money decisions when you're making when your paychecks are coming in. Don't just blow it, because you're probably to a point to where you blowing all your money on weed, and it started to become stressful because it's hindering your finances. So you got to let it go.
This is a good one. Suicide, I got a question. How can I be a person who you're able to hold one of these sessions with? Obviously, I'm not one that should be a guest on the show, but the convo's being held or something I need to. I think this is a perfect person who should reach out to you in the DMs and get set up to call in for next week, right?
Definitely. DM me on IG. Let's set it up so you can call in next week and let's talk about it. So definitely. Good one. Good advice, Josh, for sure. That's one that we lined up right there for next week. Call in, talk to me live on the show.
No, there's a lot of support here in the chat. A lot of people are saying that they recently quit smoking weed, that it was a hindrance in their life. Other people are saying maybe you could cut back a little bit if you think it's affecting you this much. You know, doing anything cold turkey is pretty tough.
I mean, it is. I admit it's tough. But you got to be tougher. You know, I've never really seen nobody weed themselves off, you know, like wing themselves off or something. Like, if you don't want to do it, you got to just let it go.
Perfect. We got some people calling in next week. Jake, I'm not blocking anybody on the news, so Good question. That's the chat mods. Take it up with them.
Yeah.
Microdosing the weed helps with savings. That's definitely true.
Yep.
But also, it sounds like, the weed is not maybe the problem here. It sounds like he's in a cycle that he's looking to get out of.
Yes.
And, the weed probably is not helping whatsoever. But
it's not, especially when you get your paycheck and you blow it on weed, and a couple of days later you need to go buy some things in life that's important, more important than, smoking weed. And it's like, man, I spent my money.
All right. Thank you so much, OG, for the wise words. Appreciate everything you said. And thanks, Josh, for bringing up my question. I was literally on OG's IG. That's a tough one to say fast. OG's IG earlier, and he answered all these questions too. Thank you so much. All these questions fire.
You're very welcome.
Hey, shout out to Strobe Light for the donation.
Strobe Light, thank you.
We appreciate the knowledge and the game you've given us, OG.
Thank you, family. I appreciate y'all, loved one. Like, y'all don't really, I hope y'all get it, what I want to explain it, but the support I get from y'all, from the family, I don't even call y'all fans. I call y'all family or supporters. That motivates me. That's what put that battery in my back to continue on, to keep doing this. I really love doing this. I really love giving advice because I know, what it feels like to not be feeling life. Whatever's going on in your life is just not feeling worth living. I know that feeling, and there's nothing. Let me tell y'all something, and please hear me when I say this. There's nothing in your life that can ever go on to make you want to take your life. And I mean that.
All right. I have to put my dog down tomorrow. How can I get through this time?
Oh, that's gonna be deep because a dog is a family member. That's a loved one. So that's gonna be deep, man. Wow. I'm definitely gonna, say a few prayers for you. If you feel any kind of way, man, my number is public. Call me. Loved one, give me a call. Inbox me. I'll reach out to you. I definitely will, for sure. You're not alone.
Ooh, this is a tough one. OG, I was raised by a single mother with no father ever in my life. I received no help from him, no knowledge, and no pictures. I would like to know now, but I don't know. I don't want to make her sad because I'm asking. So he wants to know about his dad.
About his dad.
Figure out who he is, but he doesn't want to upset his mom.
Do you have siblings? Like, do you have aunties? Because definitely, I'm sure, if your mom have siblings, you can go to one of them and express that to them. Like, I want to know who my father is. And it's crazy because that's how it happened to me. I met my father. Well, I don't like calling him that, but I met my real father when I was 22 years old. And when I first, learned about him, I had went to my auntie house. I found out I had an auntie, because I was abandoned, grew up foster home. Y'all pretty much know the story, but I went to my auntie Cat house and she told me where he was because I wanted to know. I had never met him. I wanted to see him. I wanted to see who he was. And I went and met him for the first time because I found out I had a little sister, and I, pretty much was going to see my little sister. And when I met him, like, man, he still was a drug addict. He still was doing the same things that led me to being abandoned as a child. But pursue that. Do that. Pursue that. Find out who your dad is and go meet him. Go meet him. Sit down with him. Ask him all those questions. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, fathers don't be in the, in their kid's life, which is not making an excuse, but behind the relationship with the mom will pull, separate herself from the father because of what she's going through. Some people involve their kids when there's issues with parenting, taking the father from the kid, or we not getting along or we not together no more, so you're not going to see him. She's in a new relationship. The new relationship feel like, well, I don't want him coming around. And some women go with that, but pursue that. Find out who your father is, please. Find out who he is, talk to him, and get his side of the story. You only heard one side of the story. Get his side of the story.
And I mean, at 17 years old, you're going to want to meet your father.
Yes.
You know what? You want to, especially, I don't know if you're a dude or whatever, but I feel like as a boy, man, like you want to know what your future looks like. There's a lot of questions there. I don't think your mom's feelings are going to be hurt to the point where it's not reparable, like reprimand, like that will be repaired. She'll understand. She'll get over that.
Yes.
But I think you should probably be honest with her. Just like, I'm going to go find out who my dad is. Like, that's something that everyone should, whatever, like you said, whatever their issue is, she can tell you and you can then get both sides of the story. But like, she's made that decision. You're an adult. You're 17 years old. You're gonna be 18 soon.
Yeah. You want to know.
You want to know. And I think your mom will understand that.
I sure hope she do. And definitely, like Josh said, you want to know. You know, you're gonna have kids one day.
You want to know what you're passing down.
Yeah, you want to know. Yeah, definitely. So pursue that.
All right, we got some good ones here. Keep up the positive vibes.
Thank you.
Josh, you skipped my question. I didn't see your question. Let's see. Shout out Strobe Lights. Some of us don't have anyone to speak to. The homies are there, but we can't talk real stuff to them. I swear just you being an outlet helps.
Thank you. And I'm always a phone call away too. So don't ever hesitate, please, to call me.
Man, chat's really supportive of one another.
Yeah.
It's a very different chat than what I'm used to seeing.
Yes. Way different. Everybody come together, work together, talk together. Don't look down on nobody. We all we got.
Kay said, much love from Australia.
Australia in the building. Thank you.
Advice on complacency in life and where you're working. Somebody who, would you say to someone who is just fine or okay with where they are and don't want to necessarily advance, don't really see a whole lot of opportunity? What do you think about complacency?
There's always room for growth. And you're comfortable with where you at, but let's say if there's some other things out there that you don't even know you might like in life that you might want to pursue. So try some different things, Sometimes you could get too comfortable with being one way. So do some different things, get out and see the world. If you're that go get out and see the world, travel. You can never go wrong traveling. Traveling is always a good thing to do in life. See other parts of the world. Like it's a good feeling. Because I've been out the country before and it feels good.
We got shout out from Canada, shout out from Kansas City. We got everyone tapping in.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all. For real.
OG, how do you let go of the past that's just holding you back, but at the same time, it's everything you knew and grew up with?
I've been through that, Like, I really wanted something out of life. So I had to separate myself. You can always go back. The streets, it's not going anywhere. It's not. It's going to always be there. But you want to prepare yourself. You want to better your life. So in order for you to better your life, you have to let the past go. You have to separate yourself from it. If you don't separate yourself from it, then you're just going to remain stuck in the box. You got to think out the box. I had to do it. I come from the streets. I come from the hood. But I had to let it go in order to get where I'm at because I wanted things out of life. I still go back, check on the homies, see how the homies are doing. The streets ain't gonna never leave. But in order for you to grow, you have to separate yourself. Not everybody's gonna be happy about it. I got cats that's not happy. I'm not in the hood no more. Like, I got cats that they ain't happy about it. But guess what? At the end of the day, I'm responsible for my kids. I'm responsible for my grandchildren to make sure they live a better life. And if I stay in the box, then how am I gonna do that? You can never take care of nobody from the grave or from jail. Straight out.
All right. Lord Drip says, my mother has been battling addiction for a while. There's months where I don't talk to her. Should I leave it or be constantly checking in on her?
Constantly check in on her. You only get one mother. You know, she's battling demons. You only get one mother. So don't give up on her. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up on her. Go visit her. You know, not just phone calls. I don't know if y'all live in the same state or whatever, but go visit her. Go sit down with her. Go talk to her. Go express to her. I'm sure you have, but keep expressing to her how what she's doing is hurting you. She's harming herself, but at the same time, it's hurting you seeing that. So definitely don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up on your mom. Please don't.
All right. OG, I've been going through it. How do you stay strong and not let the bad thoughts creep in?
You have to do positive things. You know, if you're around just nothing but negativity, all your thoughts are just going to be negative. You have to surround yourself around good people that's doing positive things, and that will help you. That'll rub off on you. You know, you need to do that. You need to go around people that's want things out of life, that's doing things in life to better their life. And you get around these people, and these are the ones that's going to help motivate you. And you'll start thinking positive. Because if you just keep locking yourself in your room and staying barricaded in your room and feeling like you don't want to talk to nobody, then you're going to stay stuck in that mode. I mean, reach out to me. You need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. Don't hesitate, please.
Maya Daniels, just want to say you're a really great man. I'm glad you have a platform to give great knowledge and advice.
Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to my loved ones. You know what I mean? Shout out to Adam 22. Shout out to Josh. Because that's who I sit down with when we put this together.
OG Cuicide, why is it so hard to face our feelings and demons? I want to be myself again. Shout out Omar.
Oh, shout out Omar. Pride. Sometimes pride don't allow us to do certain things. You have to own up to your wrongdoing. You have to own up to it. You definitely do. You can't stay hidden in the shadows for long. You know, you got to come out to the light and face the facts. You have to face the facts, loved one. Work on yourself, better yourself. Do things that you can better yourself. That's like a key thing that I learned about life. Like, if you're doing, you know, negative stuff, then you're going to continue to have a negative mind. If you're doing positive things and you continue to do that, then it's like when you was little and learning how to ride a bike. You know, you kept falling, you kept falling, you kept falling until eventually you got it. You was able to balance yourself. You have to balance your life. And that's a key thing, balancing life. Sometimes it get hard, you know, but you have to continue to balance your life. You have to. It's very important, loved ones. It's very important. And appreciate the little things. See, in life, a lot of people don't appreciate the little things in life. Because sometimes I hear people say, man, I'm working and, you know, All my check go to bills. I'll never have no extra money. I said, imagine life without the job. Then how would you pay the bills? And he was like, man, you got a good point there. I said, there's people that would love to have a job, that don't have one. So appreciate what you have. It's the little things you have to appreciate, because if you don't, when the bigger things come in life, that's why people get rich and then blow all their money, because they never appreciated the little things.
All right. OG, if you felt you were always being thrown to the side or played for a goof, would you cut the person off or press the situation and talk it out?
Press the situation and then cut them off.
So interesting.
Simple. Let them know that you know. And then you ain't got to talk to them no more. It's just that simple. Why be around somebody that's just not being solid with you? What's the whole point of being around? Like, don't beg for friendship, Don't. Press that. Press the issue. I ain't saying in a violent way, but at least address the situation. Address the situation. And once you address the situation, then just cut them off completely. Love one. You don't need them, but at least let them know what it's about. Forgive, but don't forget.
All right, we got shout out Miko to plug for the dono. You know what I mean,
plug.
from San Antonio, Texas.
Thank you.
You know what I mean.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. OG, you checking on everyone, but how are you?
I'm good. Yeah. I know. I carry a lot of weight on my shoulders, but I'm good. After I, do my interview, do my live, and roll me up one and relax my mind. Go home, see the smiles on the grandkids' face, and that just brightens me up. My daughter, see my daughter. It just feel good, man. Life, every day above ground is a blessing. It's a blessing. If I wasn't doing what I'm doing, like, man, I really love this. I really love what I'm doing. No jumper. I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's important. I can help change the narratives.
All right. Sam C said, OG, I send out a positive quote every Friday to my closest people. Any quotes that you have or recommend?
Definitely. Here is one that you can live by, stand on. Quote this: a hospital, not the only thing with patients. You can quote that.
Okay. Here's a nah. Shout out product. Who shouted me out? Product of Basquite. OG, I had a bunch of OG had a bunch of friends, but then one of my boys snitched on my boy, and I basically was like, F y'all if you hang out with him, and they still hang out with him, and I ain't got no homies no more. Just me and him. What would you do?
Man, it's a different time, Back many years ago, it meant something, when someone told, like, they couldn't come around. We live in a different time now to where it don't matter to people anymore. So it's an old saying that you are what you eat. I have a saying, you are who you hang with. So if you hang around, the wrong people, man, then you become a part of that. So just keep your head up, associate yourself with good people. I don't know the situation. It has nothing to do with me, but surround yourself around good people.
Basquiat? I know I'm saying it wrong. Basquiat. Advice on being the emotional rock for everyone around you without neglecting yourself.
Man, that's how I feel. You know, I'm an emotional rock, you know, for all my loved ones. And without neglecting myself. You know, you take I put it like this. This is my calling. What I'm doing is my calling. I signed up for this. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. In no way, shape, form, or fashion am I neglecting myself. Continue being that emotional rock because you're in a position where people look at you a certain way and you bring something special in their life. Keep being you.
OG, what's your favorite gospel song of all time?
I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite, but one song definitely that I could say there's a gospel song called "Lift Me Up." I don't remember who the actual singer is, but definitely amazing record for sure.
All right. Shout out Isaac Martinez for the dono.
Isaac Martinez?
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
He said, me and my stepson dad don't get along. I've checked him in the past, but what you said about dads being around, I put that aside for my stepson.
Thank you so much, for real. You know, you don't have to, because that is his father. So I respect you being willing to do that, because that no matter what, you a stepdad, that is his father. So thank you for listening and taking that advice. Thank you. I applaud you for that, for real. Thank you. Yes.
All right, Mad Zach, shout out for the dono.
Mad Zach, shout out.
We must protect OG at all costs. Love you, OG, from the bottom of my heart. You're doing wonders, and it's only a matter of time before the entire world knows of OG Cuicide.
Thank you, loved one. I highly appreciate that. And definitely protect me at all costs.
All right, keep those questions coming in.
Thank y'all, for real. The love is real, man. It feels good. I'm waiting to get on the cipher for Gina. I'm waiting to do my freestyle. I got some bars.
Shout out Miko the plug for the dono. OG, I'm rocking with you if you're rocking with me.
Miko the plug. Come on now. Never ask the question that you know the answer to, because you know I'm rocking with you, family. Come on now. Come on now.
All right. Love has been asking a lot more questions about giving up on weed. He said he's asked a lot. He's definitely looking for some help. He said, OG and Josh, when do you think I should even look for a girlfriend? I'm just trying to save money. I'm 17 years old, and I know it's a hindrance to my grind. What y'all think?
I mean, well, at 17, you want a girlfriend in your life.
Yeah, but I definitely don't know. This is speaking purely from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not in the right mindset, you're not going to attract the right type of girl to even want in your life at this point to have as a girlfriend, right? I would say focus on getting yourself right
first.
Feel good about getting up in the morning, not necessarily looking forward to smoking weed, feeling good about things you have going on in your life. And I think you're going to attract, you're going to put out that right positive energy, and you're going to attract someone who's I think, more interested in having a relationship with than just trying to get a girlfriend. Because you definitely want companionship, and I think you're seeking a relationship is what you want in the end goal. But my thought would be you want to work on yourself and be somebody that someone wants to date first.
I agree with you because for the simple fact he's still smoking weed. So get off the weed because you're gonna end up with a girl that smoke more than you. Then you're gonna really be spending a lot, you know, because she's gonna be like, the eighth gone. We down to one wood. So work on yourself first. Like Josh said, work on yourself first. If you're not right, how are you gonna be right for someone else? Straight out.
Snotty Nose says we need a Snotty Nose and OG Cuicide video.
Man, I already told you, Snotty Nose. You know, make it make sense. I already did the record for you. Make it make sense. Time, my time. You know, my time. Yeah, I can't not be it. No jumper. You know, it got to make sense.
Shout out Mad Zach. He said, Josh, you're a great co-host with OG. Suicide, this is actually a lot of fun answering the questions with the chat with you.
So we got to do this more often.
We should. I have no available time whatsoever. But
I know. But when you can.
But I'm going to figure out a way to get in on these. Even if it's not for full episodes, I do really enjoy these. And
I appreciate it.
It's always actually like, I'm really glad that I'm on right now just to say that even though this is like a slower grinding content series that we do, I think this is one of the most important content series that comes out of this building.
It is.
And there's a reason we
people
still
feel the same way. And it's a reason y'all still
there's a reason we're still doing this. There's a reason we're going to keep grinding with it. And just being in here, seeing the chat and everything and being able to respond with them, like getting to see it firsthand, it's, you know, you're cultivating a great thing here.
Thank you, Josh. So you can go to say that, man, OG doing a good job.
OG's doing a good job. We just got to get more people in here.
Yes.
You guys got to go tell your people to get in here as well. And, you know.
Yes, that's it.
They may not, you know, it might not be for you every single week, but when you need it, you know, I think that this community right here is, you know, I think provides a lot for one another.
That's tight, for real.
So I'm really, you know, I enjoy seeing all this positive energy. It's very different from what I'm used to seeing, but I'm enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. This is more mellow, you know, mental. Mm-hmm. Keep your mental right.
All right, Sparky and Shen. OG, why do you think as people we care so much about what people think about us? Like if someone thinks negative of us, then we start to think negative about ourselves.
Stop worrying about what people think about you. Don't let that affect you, because as long as you know, why are you going to allow someone on the outside affect and predict how you think and how you feel about yourself? Don't do that. Don't indulge in that. Don't give it no attention, please. Don't give it no attention. So what? They feel a certain kind of way about you. They should be doing something else with their life or watching their own life, but instead they're spending a lot of time watching your life to speak negative on you. So that means you're doing something right. Keep doing it. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because that's free publicity. Because if they're talking about you, they're talking about you to everybody, and that's free publicity. Talk about me.
All right, Love has a follow-up question. OG and Josh, what should I do besides go to the gym and break my depressing cycle? Help me, please. My recommendation, find a new hobby, something that's social. Like, it really could be anything. It could be anything. Mm-hmm. Get outside and go find something that you are interested in, and then you'll start to find a community within that.
Yes.
But it has to be outside of the house. I think so much of what happens today, and like where, you know, a lot of people are easily depressed, is that they lack the social interactions.
Yes, they don't go around nobody.
Yeah, whether it's, you know, we're lucky. Some people are lucky to, you know, eventually find someone, start their own family, have people around them, and have, you know, both of those things readily available. But
yes,
when you're seeking it and you're looking to, you know, be happier, I think you need to go talk to people. You need to go talk to people about things you like.
You have to, and I don't know if you like fishing, but
right,
fishing.
Like, if it's not sports,
yeah,
it's fishing. If it's
it's peaceful.
Yeah,
being out there fishing is so peaceful. get out there and see the world. Get around people that's doing something and get that good energy around you. Get out the house.
Miko, shout out for another donation. OG, you the OG we
Shout
never
out.
had in the hood. Factual.
Thank you. Thank you, loved one. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And thank you again for the donation. Thank you so much.
How do you find the self-courage and strength in relationships fixing low self-worth? I don't even know what this one's trying to say.
Yeah. How do you find the strength? Are you in a bad
How do you
relationship?
find the courage and strength?
Mm-hmm.
This is relationships fixing low self-worth.
They worded it.
Tyler, please ask that question again. I'm sorry. You got to tell TRL and AD. Reading the chat with you. Yeah, we got to get them in here too.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that.
A lot of people saying great advice.
I appreciate y'all for real. I really do. And shout out to my loved one, Josh, man, being in the building with me today, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, last minute, you were down to be a little flexible, coming into this room. All the other sets were being used, so I had to ride with you.
Oh, yeah.
I had to put my stuff down and come check this out too.
And I'm glad you did. And that way you see for yourself. And I know you're going to come with some brilliant ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I already know. I know you.
Let's see. We're only reading positive comments.
Yeah, no negative stuff, y'all. Like, no negative stuff, y'all. Let's stay positive, in the chat. Like, I don't know what's going on with you mentally to even want to put something negative in a chat when y'all know what this is based upon. But I don't give energy to trolls. I get it. This is what you love to do, and you get a kick out of it, but we're not accepting it. Thank you, though. I still appreciate you watching.
All right, we got some good questions coming in again.
Uh-oh.
NF, I'm taking care of my dad with Alzheimer's right now. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Do you have any tips?
Whoo. I promise you, I feel your pain. Miss Price, before she passed, she had Alzheimer's. And I used to go see her. And I used to stand there and be standing right there in front of her. And it's like she didn't know I existed. She was just like in her own world. And I used to break down and cry. That really used to rip me apart, because Miss Price is the lady who had kept foster kids. When I was abandoned at 18 months, they brought me to her house, and nobody came and got me. So she was willing to step up and adopt me. So she was my mother. She was my everything to me, So try to stay strong as much as possible. Hang in there, because I know that hurt. I know that feeling. Like, Miss Price is somebody I used to talk to all the time. And then to actually see her where she's just out of it. She's in her own world and it seems so peaceful, And it's pain. I feel you. I feel your pain on that one. I really do. It was a donation we missed, huh?
Oh, it's okay. I got him. This is a good one. Juan Gotti, shout out for the $5 dono. He said, OG, I heard instead of water, you drink the tears from all the guests. Is that true?
Instead of water?
They said,
Instead of water,
I
drank the tears from all the guests.
Yep.
Full cup. A Trinity cup from Starbucks.
Hey, we got a special guest in the building right now.
Hey, we need another mic.
I got you.
We need another mic. Sharp Tank. Sharp Tank in the building. No, he finna hook you up. He finna hook you up, man.
We in the building.
He finna hook you up, man.
Loved one.
Let it out, loved one.
Let it out, loved one.
Let it out, loved one.
Yeah.
Sharp Tank in the building.
It's like coming to the confession room.
Oh, yeah.
It's like coming to the confession room. It's
Yeah,
like,
this is it.
what you gonna say? Like, what's the plan? Thank you, Lamar.
This is it.
This is it right here.
This is it, man. This is the confession room.
Yeah.
This is the Let It Out Loved One session. This is the Let It Out Loved One session.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Like, nothing but peace, love, prosperity, man. I hope everybody doing good tonight.
Sharp, what's going on, Sharp Tank?
Living.
Living.
Feel good, man.
Oh, yeah, feel real
What's
good.
been going on, man? I feel like, I don't know, I might drop a tear tonight.
Well, let's go. Well, let's go. We doing a part 2. You know that, right?
Yeah, of course.
You got away last time, but I seen it getting there.
I had fun with you. No, listen to me. Like, I had fun, and like I liked what we did.
Yes.
I just felt kind of tired. I was like, damn, like I want to give him more. So that's why I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Like, let's do a part 2.
We're going to do a part 2.
Why not?
It's
I'm cool
good.
with that.
Well, let's
Shit.
do it. We're going to
Let's
do
do
that soon.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
For
sit down to
sure.
where we get real transparent, man.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I think your show is doing great.
Thank you, loved one. And Josh, he just said it right now. He's seen it for himself. You know,
Yeah.
I'm glad he came on today to see how it actually goes when I'm on the live. Yeah, it's a slow grind, but I don't mind being the turtle in the race with the rabbit because I'm going to win in the end.
You are gonna win.
Mando.
You've been winning regardless.
And I'm under the right roof, too, man, with the
Been
right
winning
people,
regardless.
with the right surrounding. Yes.
You've been winning regardless. What's
Yes.
dope about you is because, and I gotta point this out, you know, Josh, whatever, but I'm gonna point this out.
It's all good.
He has to be the only one that I know that's actually getting to drop his own content here and then dropping it on his own channel, right? Who else?
I think that's it, right?
That's
Just me.
it. Just him.
OG Cuicide in the building. Hey, you got Josh thinking right
look
now.
at it. Hey man,
You
I
got
just
Josh
be looking.
thinking right
I just
now.
look at it, and it's okay. Like, no, I'm not tripping off. I'm just saying, like, that's love. Like, that's somebody that believes and that's really trying to help. I can give No
Yes.
Jumper their flowers for that because
Yes.
not a
Yes.
lot of people would allow that. You know what I'm saying? So if you can come and you can do your thing and you can express your talents and you can put it out there, I like that. No Jumper showing that, hey man, they're evolving. They're not being greedy. Let's be
At
real
all.
about it.
Not
Like, it's
being greedy.
actually a good thing, Josh. Like, it's not showing that, like, oh, everything has to just be us. We don't mind facilitating some things. You know what I'm saying?
No, and what Suicide has been able to do has been like really positive work, and it's really refreshing.
It
to
really
be able
is.
to support something like that.
It's a breath of fresh air, man.
Thank you, family.
It really
For real.
is, man. I think it needed to
Thank
be
you.
pointed out.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, for
Yeah.
real.
What's going on here, man? What we got going on tonight?
Man, answering questions. Man, it's been amazing. A lot of good questions. Me and Josh been giving a lot of good answers, advice, and feedback, and it just feels good, man. To take it all in.
Yeah,
You know,
most
to
definitely.
take it all in, man. Number positive. Even in the chat, everybody, assisting each other in the chat. Even the chat giving advice to some of the questions that's being asked as well.
Oh, it's super supportive. But Sharp, you're in the building, and I think this is a perfect question to be asked right now.
Let's do it.
They said, OG, how do I get a girl to notice me? I follow her home. Wait, no, never mind.
Uh-oh. You stalking.
Whoa,
Hey, you
This is
better
another troll.
stop that.
This is another troll.
Whoa.
I'm gonna stop reading that one.
But, like,
Ooh, he follow her home.
But
you know
okay,
what? Let's give it a
hypothetically, he
chance.
doesn't follow. Oh, I'm gonna.
Let's give
I
it a
can't read
chance.
the rest of the message, but let's just pretend it ends there.
Okay.
How do I get a girl to notice me?
by being yourself, you know?
That's the
Be
start.
yourself. Like, I'm telling you, I know that might sound simple and it might sound like, oh, well, that's too easy to a girl. No, man, they're really going to like you. She might not like you today. She might not like you tomorrow, right?
But she eventually
But
gonna like you.
eventually, she's going to find some trait if you stay yourself, because I think that females even understand this, that people change up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I think it's attractive to a woman that a man, even if he is a fucked up individual, at least she
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
She knew it from the jump.
knew it from the jump when she got in a
chose that-
relationship. Yeah.
If she chose that, she chose that. But, you know, overall, just be yourself, man.
For
like
sure.
that's gonna stand for everything. Don't switch up 3 months from now and start to show the real you. Show that shit from the beginning. That way you show the
Just
person
like
what
when
you
you
gonna
drive a
get.
car. The way you drive a car is how you got to always drive. But here's another thing I want to say to you too. Definitely what Sharp said, all facts, but don't be a stalker. Like, you may scare her, Don't do that. Don't confuse her. You know, you following her home, that's dangerous. You know, that's
you
not a
don't do
good
that.
look, man. Just be yourself. Why don't you walk up to her and introduce yourself to her? You know, instead of like watching her, you know, and following her, just walk up to her and, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such, and you know, you really look cute to me. And I mean, do you have a boyfriend? Talk to her. You know, talk to her. Really,
I'll
talk
be
to
real
her.
with you. Like, I really feel like this. All you got to do is just come up around a chick, say a few jokes, laugh, make her smile. You ain't even got to really pop.
Oh yeah, when I
Like,
used
you
to
won't
make
even
him
have to really
laugh,
pop
woo.
and even have to ask. Like, just make her laugh, man. Make her feel good about being around you and being curious about who you are.
But if she's not scared because he follows her, and I'm sure she
No, you
knows.
cannot do that.
I'm
You
sure
cannot
somebody
do that.
mentioned it, like, why he always following you?
You cannot do that.
If y'all in school, ask her to carry her books.
Yeah, there you go. Something simple as that, man. You get out of school, you know, you might walk her home or something, man, offer her to get her a drink
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
Stop by the 7-Eleven, be like, just get something.
Yeah.
You know, these motherfuckers, man.
Don't follow her home, though.
You following her home, bro. Like, you really trying to catch a
When
case.
she turn around and look, he hide behind a tree. Like, she can't see me. She can't see me.
Accepting rejection. You know what? I like the word rejection to even think about this, because if you really think about it, like, men have had to deal with the word rejection a lot
Yes.
more than women have,
Yes.
right? So it's like when you like reject a woman, you ever notice she'll trip the fuck out? Like, if you're the one that says, hey, I'm going to call it quits in the situation or in the relationship, you're not allowed to do that.
They turn fatal.
That's not something, you know what I'm saying, Josh?
Yeah.
That's not something that you're allowed to do as a man. She's supposed to be the one that's calling it quits. That's the only way it's respected. When you do, you make her blow a microchip, because she's not used to taking rejection. A lot of women don't
At
get
all.
rejection. I don't really care what they really look like. They got somebody that's on them, somebody that's grabbing on them, somebody that wants them, that, you know, like, it's the truth, man. It is.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of times men won't end things either, and they'll just start cheating and start damaging the relationship too.
Very true.
Rather than just leave the shit as well.
Very
yeah.
true.
That doesn't help either.
They
No, it
find
doesn't.
something else.
Yeah. We got some good questions in here. So I got to filter through them, but they said, what could you recommend for a cool legal side hustle for a 17-year-old?
Go get a job.
Find something that you like.
Yes, please make sure it's something you like, because you're going to be miserable on the job and you don't want that. So make sure it's something that you love to do and go do that. That's legal. Go get a legal job.
Yeah, find something that you love, man, and something that you really appreciate, because you get into doing anything that you really don't like. I feel like it's gonna make you hate working, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you'd be
it's gonna
miserable.
make you hate working. I mean, there's a lot of people that, fuck, I gotta wake up and go to this bullshit ass job.
Tired of it.
But nobody ever tries to really change that. They just keep talking bad about it, instead of being like, okay, well, when I get off work today, I'm gonna go put in an application for this, or I'm gonna go and try to see if I can get a gig over here. No, they just stay at the same bullshit ass job doing the
complain.
same bullshit ass
And
complaining. I mean, come on, man, you can't do that. Like, and expect different
Do
results.
something you love to do.
Right. When you're 17, I think that figure out something you like doing and don't worry about the pay. Like, it's gonna pay shit too. But
yeah,
if
you're
you
going to start
become-
off like that.
But if you figure out what you like, and then you have the practice and you have skills to become really good at it,
Yes.
you will make money in that.
You
Don't
will.
focus on the dollars you're gonna make right now if you're trying to find something you like doing. But if you are looking to make some money, go deliver. Go get a
Yes.
delivery job.
I
That's
feel that.
Yes.
go drive an Uber. Go, like, those are things that you can do to make some money
You can.
quickly, legally,
Legal.
if that's what you want to do. But
Keyword.
Some, for
if you
real.
want to have, like, if you're looking for a job, you're trying to figure out what you want to do, like, don't pay attention to the paycheck at this point. You're
You're
young.
going to be disappointed.
What
You
the-
young.
I think
You
everybody.
don't have any kids. You don't have any responsibilities.
I think everybody's so worried about what the next person does for a job. Like, oh man, I want to do
Trying to
that.
keep up.
You know, but you just like what you see. It's probably not even something that you really like. You just see somebody else having their way in it,
Yep.
but you don't really understand they're doing something that they like. So they're building around it. You know,
Yes.
they're making it something because that's something that they really like. You get into it, you're going to waste your time and end up hating it, but really it just wasn't for you.
Because they make it look easy, but not knowing there's a lot to it that you don't see. You don't see the hard work that they're putting in. You don't see what they go through. But like you said, you see it and like, man, I want to do this. He doing it, and you get into it. You get to then you like, oh no, this ain't for me. Then you quit.
Mm-hmm.
Then you quit.
Some people, like I was talking in an interview, and I'm like, man, people are afraid of the unknown. Like, yeah, it's easy for them to say they'll quit. They'll talk more shit about it than actually quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid to evolve. They're afraid to see what's on the other side because they don't know.
They don't know.
You know, they don't really know. So people are afraid of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid of not knowing what's going to happen to them tomorrow. But everybody lives in that bullshit today. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like, they're just thinking of today. They're not really thinking about tomorrow.
Every day.
You know? It's crazy.
All right. Strobe Light with another dono. OG, give us wisdom. Sharp, give us game. We appreciate this balance. These are the two people I wish I would have had around coming up. Thank you guys so much. Love.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate you. It's all experience, man. It's all it is. It's all experience. Things we've seen. You know, I wouldn't want to sit here and tell anybody anything that I've never been through.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I can't touch that. I don't feel like that's something for me to tell somebody if I've never really experienced that. I don't really genuinely know how they feel.
Yes.
But it's a lot of situations that I see that I do be able to pick, you know what I'm saying, pick up and really try to give some game to it and drop a jewel to it, man. It's very important. I thought people, I've said this shit, man. Like, people don't like knowledge, Josh, because you can't spend it at the mall. You can't spend it in the grocery store. You can't spend it on your favorite shoes, your favorite pants. You can't go spend it at the club. You can't do any of that. So people they take knowledge as bullshit. That's why it's got a low value. It's got a very low value, man. Knowledge. People don't really care about that. They really do just care about what excites them and what can, the instant gratification.
We live in a time where hype is everything. Everybody's into the hype.
Mm-hmm.
You know, grow through what you go through. Yeah, you know, don't sleep on yourself, man. And when people sleep on you, tuck them in.
Yeah.
You know, make smart decisions in life, man. Make sure every day you wake up, man. Make sure you have a productive day. Don't let your day go to waste. You can be rich, go broke, and be rich again. But one thing you will never get back is time. Once it's gone, it's gone. You will never get it back. So value the time. Value it.
And put your value on your time. Do not let or allow somebody else to dictate to you what that may mean to you.
Straight out.
Straight the fuck up, homie. And everybody need to know that. You put the value on your time. You don't allow somebody else to say it. This is your life. This is your life, man.
Straight out.
Straight up. This is your life, man.
Straight up.
You gotta do not let somebody sit there and put a value on you. You put the value on you.
And when they talk about you, don't worry about it.
Mm-mm. Well, they do say, and I get it's hard. It's hard to be humble.
Yeah,
it is.
It
when,
is.
They tell you, you're supposed to accept the love, ignore the hate, right? But it's hard when, you have a lot of social media platforms. You got people people that can come attack you or bully you. Yeah, it's different today, man. I get it. But let's just stand on it. That's all.
Straight out.
Let's still stand on it.
Yeah.
Let's still stand on it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Was this a good episode today?
Amazing.
I really enjoyed it.
Amazing.
Too.
Amazing, loved one.
It's cool.
For sure. We good.
All right, so next week, we definitely have one person who's hit you up, but anyone who, we're going to probably take 2-3 calls during the show. So hit up Cuicide, get in his DMs this week, talk, give him an idea of what you want to talk about, and,
let's get it.
Let's get into it.
Hey, OG Cuicide in the building. This right here is the Let It Out Love One session. I got my fam bam in the building, man. The Sharp Tank.
Yeah, man.
And don't forget, June 25th, Let It Out Love One live show.
We in the
Club
building.
Bahia.
You never know who's going to slide through that motherfucker.
Let It Out Love One merch coming soon. Stay tuned. Peace.
Peace
Love
and
y'all.
love, man.